Hey everyone, welcome back. So it is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and we wanted to dedicate this month's YouTube videos theme to be about API, something about that. So I am Vietnamese and Chinese, and I grew up eating Vietnamese and Chinese food. And instead of teaching you guys how to make a dish that I've been eating all my life and know how to make really well, Jin and I decided why not swap cultures and swap recipes. So Jin is Korean, and I don't really make Korean food. I go out and buy it. I don't really know how to make a lot of Korean food other than like kimchi fried rice or like instant packs, but we thought it'd be fun. So the dish that I chose to make is dak galbi. I can't say it correctly. Disclaimer, it turned out quite interesting. That's all I can say. Without further ado, let's meet in the kitchen. So I got a ton of ingredients from the Korean market. We have cabbage, perla leaves, gochujang, sweet potato, garlic, rice cakes, onion, and chicken thighs. Oh yeah, and this does not include the stuff I already have at home, like soy sauce and sesame oil and some other small things. But let's get started. So I have a cup of rice cakes. I think from online tutorials I was told that I'm supposed to soak these in cold water. So it was actually really hard to kind of record on one hand and cook on one hand, so I did go ahead and already create this marinade mixture before recording this portion, but I'll just read off what I included in the sauce recipe, and I got this from KoreanBopsong.com. It's a Korean mom's home cooking site. Anyways, for the sauce I have about a little drizzle of chili pepper flakes. In the recipe you're supposed to add like 1 to 2 tablespoons, but my family not a lot of people likes eating a lot of super spicy food, so I wanted to accommodate. I added 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of rice wine. Her recipe says corn syrup and I didn't have any, so I added another half spoon of sugar, 2 big spoons of gochujang, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. I honestly kind of just had a handful and like eyeballed the minced garlic, a tablespoon of sesame oil, and you're supposed to grate ginger, but I hate the flavor of ginger, so I skipped that ingredient. Alright, so I bought bone-in and skin on chicken thighs because I'm cheap like that. It was just way cheaper, and man, did it take forever, guys, to de-skin and debone and wash this chicken and slice it up. But here we are now, and because of that it was super difficult, greasy, took 2 hands. I didn't record that part, but here you see all my chicken chopped up into little bits. So in this madness bowl, I have cut up sweet potatoes, some cabbage, perla leaves, rice cakes, and onion. Yeah, I know you're supposed to add perla leaves after, which I do have some set aside after, but I also wanted to put some in. I think traditionally you're supposed to have like a big griddle, not griddle, I don't know what you call it, like a portable electric pan stove thing. I don't have words right now, but I don't have that, and my family's not really the type to kind of sit together and dine together, so what I have is just this big frying pan, and I put in all the ingredients. While I let that cook, I am a big multitasker, and I had so many bowls and stuff to wash from just washing all these different ingredients. So you can see my sink and the rack of bowls I had to wash while I wait for the chicken and potato and stuff to all cook. Okay, so this is the finished look. Interesting. It's not as red as it should be, and the chicken's not as grilled or crispy as it should be. It actually came out quite saucy and almost like steamed chicken, even though I used a frying pan and added oil to the pan. I'm not sure why. Like YouTube tutorials that traditionally people have leftover like sauce on the pan or something, and they do fried rice or udon. I always eat fried rice, so I wanted to switch it up, and I have udon cooking in there. But clearly you can see my sauce is not red enough. So the udon is actually quite pale. And I'm surprised because if you look at my marinade mixture, I thought it looked quite red, but I guess not. Time for a taste test. I am quite skeptical because of the coloring, but that's a potato and it tastes very sweet. Time for the rice cake. It tastes good, it's chewy, not very spicy still. Now a piece of chicken, the star of the show, and it tastes exactly like it looks, not very grilled. Hello, welcome back. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching my attempt at making duck galbi. Clearly it turned out interesting. Not what I expected at all, but it's okay. At least I gave it a try. And I'm pridefully uploading this interesting, not 100% successful first attempt. I tried to speculate what went wrong. Well, first off, it wasn't very red or flavorful. I cut the spice ingredients in half because not everyone in my family eats spicy food, so I wanted to accommodate for everyone, but I think I cut off too much of the portion of spice ingredients because it just ended up tasting like salty and sweet and barely red enough. At some point, something went wrong. Maybe I should have marinated it longer instead of just 30 minutes, but something went wrong. I would give myself a 2 out of 5 in terms of success, but a 5 out of 5 for effort. I say 2 out of 5 because I am quite critical, or I'm quite meticulous when it comes to cooking, and this just did not turn out the way it should have, but that just means there is that much more room for improvement. And that's it. I hope you guys stay tuned next week to see what Jin ends up making. Bye.